This is Infotainment. Ukamva sasi kulira sasi umaziwa kuti nkhani za msanguluso zabwera tikuzeni kuti kunali chani nkhani za msanguluso komanso kukhaleso chani nkhani za msanguluso. And my name is Sam Banda Jr. In this edition, Skefa Chimoto shares the stage with B1 from Zambia as well as King Sweet from Mozambique. It was a platform where three countries met through music. We've got highlights on that, and again we also look at another interesting story, and this time this story features a youthful musician by the name of Chigo Nyasulu. He's been starring with Karonga-based Lusuviro band, but now he's taking his own direction, going solo as well as performing with a band from Blantyre. We had time to see his performance at Sounds of Malawi acoustic session, sticking to his traditional roots. We've got a story on that. And then April 30 every year is the International Jazz Day. We'll be having some highlights of some jazz performances coming from Eric Pariani as well as Chris Kelly, who died recently in South Africa. All you can do is stay right there as I bring you more in Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. Now, we begin our program on a rather good note, because last weekend, Club 24/7 in Blantyre brought on board on stage artists such as Skefa Chimoto and the Real Sounds Band, B1 from Zambia, as well as King Sweet from Mozambique. So it was three countries meeting on one stage in Malawi, in Blantyre. Actually, this is part of a tour, because these artists have been performing in different places, but this time around they were performing in Blantyre. We were there as Infotainment when these performances were taking place, so we'll see highlights coming from B1 from Zambia, famed for the song Kwa Georgie, as well as King Sweet, a new name from Mozambique, and then Skefa Chimoto and the Real Sounds, as well as Dan Muyaya, who also stars with Real Sounds Band. So let's have some highlights.
How many of you are feeling good to sing with Skefa Chimoto? Thank you so much. Skefa! Are you ready to sing along with me now? Yeah! Blantyre, make me feel good. I'm coming to stay in Blantyre. Oh,
Tikutero kuti nkhani za msanguluso nkhani zache zimenezo here on TTV, and my name is Sam Banda Jr., as I said, and you're watching a performance from Skefa Chimoto from Malawi and the Real Sounds Band, and then from Mozambique you heard from King Sweet, and then from Zambia it was B1 of the Shishara fame, squaring it off at Club 24/7 in Blantyre. An attractive performance from the three artists, as well as even the turnout was good, and it was even good that three countries met through music. Those are the platforms that basically artists need, sharing ideas as well, apart from the performances. As we move on with the program Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment here on Times Television, TTV. The other item that happened last weekend is that there is a new radio station that is set to be established, and it's known as XM Radio. It's being spearheaded by Toko Masikini. For those of you who followed the entertainment circles, it's not a new name, because some years ago he staged a play at Jacaranda Cultural Center titled Jezebel, and then he wants to move out and bring in a number of projects. So one of them is the XM Radio, which he says once it rolls out, it will strictly be airing content to do with entertainment. So in terms of reaching out to people out there, as well as connecting different people, last weekend XM Radio decided to hold a mini fair, and this mini fair themed a day of beauty, brought together different people, particularly women who were showcasing different items, as well as showing their talents. So where there's infotainment, and we had time to talk to Toko Masikini, as well as some of the people who displayed their products during the mini fair. Let's see what happened during the mini fair.
Really excited, because it's just the first event we're actually doing. And I hope that there's going to be a lot more of these events, and it encourages other people to create events like these at their own homes, amongst their own communities, so that we can hopefully generate more growth in this country. Yes, the whole idea literally was about creating an experience for people. That was the whole point. It was literally about, even though you are interested in beauty, you want to purchase beauty products, the most important thing is to at least be able to eat and drink as well too, because that is part of the experience. And I felt that the whole idea was, if there was food and drink involved in the mix, it would incentivize and encourage people to actually purchase a lot more things, and most importantly, be able to engage with the particular companies and the brands and the people who are in these industries. Well, what's next for myself is just launching XM Radio, which will be coming out in June 2022, first in Dedza. And that's it. Basically rolling out XM Radio, which is going to be Malawi's first entertainment radio station. No news, no politics, just pure entertainment. Getting it out there first in Dedza, and then on to Salima, and then hopefully over time we can cover the whole of the country.
Okay, my name is Kamanda Kambala. We here to sell our drinks. We have a liquor shop in Pemba, so we have out here advertising ourselves. It's been I think 2 years now. Yes. So because Pemba is all the way down that side, we came out here to let people know that on a Sunday they can have a drive for a sundown in Pemba. It's very good. I mean, it's one of the ways of promoting our businesses and also letting people know of what they are doing. Also promoting us as women. Yeah, so we just don't depend. I work, but I don't depend on my salary alone. So that's why we're into business. So I didn't come here with drinks alone. We're also doing hot dogs. They have sold like hotcakes. Get ready. So my shop is called Trudy. It's inspired by my name, Get Ready. So I just took the name from the name. So it's called Trudy. So we sell nail products. Actually, we have branded gel polishers. As you can see, it's made in Trudy. We have nail glues. We have cuticle oil. We have acrylic powders and so many other products. So I just brought a few since I couldn't bring everything, but basically I sell nail products, waxing products, massage products, pedicure, facials, hair, so anything to do with beauty. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's how it was, a mini fair featuring different activities as well as items on display, as you heard from Toko Masikini from XM Radio, as well as some of the people who displayed their works during the mini fair themed a day of beauty. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. It's all arts and entertainment. So moving on another item now, we talk about an event that took place at Sounds of Malawi acoustic session at the Jacaranda Cultural Center in Blantyre, and the place this time around featured an artist by the name of Chigo Nyasulu. He's based in Blantyre, but for those who followed music, you may recall that he used to star with Lusuviro Band from Karonga, but now he has decided to go it solo as well as work with other bands in the southern region. So Sounds of Malawi decided to bring him on stage to show the best of his talent. Very amazing artist, and he's sticking to his roots of doing traditional music. We caught up with him after his performance, as well as we'll give you some highlights of his performance, how it was at the Jacaranda Cultural Center in Blantyre. Let's see what happened.
See
excited because this is the first time, this is the first performance performing as Chigo. This is the first performance performing as Chigo kunoko ku Blantyre. Then this is ndakanga ndapambana ndi mwala umozi. Kungobwera first performance performing as Chigo. First performance performing as Chigo ku Blantyre. So ndi chinthu chatemba pamwamba kwambiri. Ineyo sankha sina sankhe. Koma kuimba nyimbo izizi ndi chomwe ine ndili. Because I'm a Malawian, I'm supposed to sing like a Malawian. Kwa chinyamata nzangomwa masanga zakunja kuti atenge zakunja chani. I want to warn you and to encourage you kuti iya zimene zozo iya tenti zimba za kwatu konko tindi vimbuza kumpoto tindi mnowe chigawo chapakati nyawo kunoko asena ukuchanja zimene zozo ndi zathu makolo athu anatisiyira ifeyo ndi ife achinyamata we should be very proud of nyimbo zathu zimene zichati samazitaye iya.
Yeah, that's how it was at Jacaranda Cultural Center in Blantyre, Sounds of Malawi acoustic session. And that's very traditional. You can notice how he's fusing different traditional dances from the northern region. There's an element of Mbotosha in there. And in some of the songs, even the elements of Mwinowe, the elements of Vimbuza, the healing dance. And as artists, we need to take time and to tap into those traditional dances, because those are a symbol of what we are as a people. They are part of our culture. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. Moving forward, it seems music has dominated this edition of Infotainment. Now we come to an artist from Blantyre by the name of Wachituta Tombozi. He basically, his roots comes from Bantu Comrades, but of late he's been doing his own songs. And this time around, he's working with another artist by the name of Najo. They've worked on a number of songs, and as they move forward, they would want to work on an album. But they have a new song which has come out titled One Sangala. We caught up with Wachituta Tombos just to share more details on the song One Sangala, as well as their plans going forward with Najo. Let's hear from Wachituta Tombozi.
I'm a very happy person, you know, because I'm content with what I have. Though I may be far from being perfect, but I'm working really so hard to be where I want to be.
Kamajampani wanga mukondwa majalanga Kamaenda wapasko masabuta wawina Ngakale nirimeta kumote nirempima Ngakalo madizonda kumaena manikonda Mungu pena komatanito kumaopa abuso iwala mulengi muntu wapabanja komakawabi tendereko yenda kunyumba kulikondo malomori ndisiyamika mulengi chifukwa cha moyo mpaso ya ulere unapeka goli tasanduka nekapolo.
Nyimbo imene iyi wansangala ndi nyimbo imene ikufotokoza kwambiri za moyo wa tsiku ndi tsiku makamaka potengera kuti pali zinthu zina zimene timaona ngati kuti zingatibweresere mtendere, koma mtendere weniweni sukhala chinthu chimene umaona mwa munthu wina, chimakhala chinthu chimene uyoli. Mwachitsanzo nyimbo iyi makamba kunena kuti ndikamayenda wapansi koma ndisakuthawa wina ndine wansangala, ngakhale ndili mbeta koma wamtendere mu mtima ndine wansangala, ngakhale ena amandinyoza koma ena amandikonda, ndikamadya mphwando wanga mokondwa ndi banja langa ndine wansangala. So ndi nyimbo imene makamba za makamaka kuzinyadirira kuti chinthu chimene ndili nacho ineyo chimandikwanira osati cha munthu wina ena. Pakati patemba kwambiri nyimbo za chikondi ngati achina ndiwe bankede, of course tikafika ndi mavidiyo zimene takhalulusa mchaka ichichi. So tinayesa kuimba yokhuza moyo wa tsiku ndi tsiku kwambiri kuti tiyendere limodzi ndi anthu, chifukwa anthu sudamangokhalira chikondi yayi, palinso ma issues amene amakhala tsiku ndi tsiku ngati chipembedzo. Pamatha kuti chipembedzo anthu ena chimabweresa mwina chifupi ndi mwinaso kusokonekera chifukwa tisamachimvetsesa, koma munthu akuona kuti ena ndi Asilamu, ena ndi Akhristu, ena ndi Mabuda, ena amakolo achipembedzo cha makolo, koma onsewo amakhala kuti amang'ana Mulungu mmodzi. So mu nyimbo iyi kwambiri kunali kubweretsa anthu pamodzi ndi chilimbikitso eti. So ndi video iyi wansangala tikukhulupirira kuti anthu ayikonda kwambiri, komanso chaka chino tikubwera chifukwa tikutulutsa album ya ma audios komanso DVD, ndiye anthu azuti ife tabwera ndithu kuzakhala sikubweranso mboyo
kamaenda wapansi komasakutawa wina ngakhale ndili mbeta koma watendere mtima ngakhale mandizonda koma ena mandikonda kama jangwani mwanga mukondwa pacha langa kamaenda wapansi komasakutawa wina ngakhale ndili mbeta koma watendere mtima ngakhale mandizonda koma ena mandikonda andi masule ndani moyo ndikamozi.
Yes, brother Wachituja, no one should ever define happiness for you. Because you know what? God created us differently.
Kama jangwani mwanga mukondwa pacha langa kamaenda wapansi komasakutawa wina.
Yeah, that's Wachituta, Tombozi and Najo with their new song titled Wansangala, and they're working on an album, as they said, and we're looking forward to that as we continue with our program. April 30 every year is the International Jazz Day, and jazz is one of the genres that artists have appreciated. They've fused it with other elements to bring in such elements as Afro jazz, or you can work on it, jazzify it, or other artists call it Afri jazz or Afri culture. So you can fuse it. So we celebrate the genre known as jazz. And as I was compiling some of the performances that we're going to see, one coming from Eric Paliani, who has always put much emphasis on jazz, as well as Chigo Nyasulu, who are also going to hear more on his performance on some elements of jazz, and then Chris Kelly as well, one of the renowned musicians and producers who was based in South Africa. He died on April 20, 2022, and his remains are set to come home for burial. So we'll be talking much on that. So we'll see the performances coming from first Eric Paliani and then Chigo Nyasulu, and then we'll finish off with Chris Kelly. Let's appreciate these elements as we celebrate International Jazz Day. Yeah, elements of jazz coming from Chris Kelly, may his soul rest in peace, and also you heard from Eric Pariani as well as Chigo Nyasulu. On that note, we've come to the very end of Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. Just to give you a reminder, Mlaka Maliro is back with return shows, and the first show will take place at Blanda Sports Club in partnership with Entertainers Promotions. And then another show comes up at Lilongo Golf Club, where he's set to share the stage with Soja Luis Espanda and Bile Kaunda. Film Association of Malawi, FAMA, is out with movie nights as well as master classes. So it shows progress to them. And again, we have the Zomba City Festival happening this weekend. 4-day festival starting on Friday through to Monday. So lots and lots of activities. There is also Urban Music Vibes Festival in Lilongwe. That's on Sunday. And then the World of Poetry will be celebrating the lives of O'Brien as well as Molen Nazombe, who did quite a lot in terms of making progress for poetry. And the event will take place on Sunday at South Lunzu in Blantyre. My name is Sam Banda Jr. I always say that keep it times as well as infotainment. Ciao.